Good day all, welcome to Cruisin Classics YouTube channel. We're back with you today showing off our 1954 Pontiac Chieftain. Dressed in its original colors of Seneca Brown with a white top, this classic cruiser has hit our showroom just today, bringing us a bunch of cool 50s style, lots of bright chrome work. On the front of this car, typical a lot of these cars from the 50s, lots of really cool styling. You can see the front, this giant landing strip or takeoff strip where the Chief Pontiac plane is about to take off. There's the Chief himself in silhouette. Beneath the hood ornament, it's a very nice red, white, and blue Pontiac emblem resting above the chrome grille and bumper. Chrome bezeled headlights flank either side. The front grille and bumper both have a little bit of age to them. You can see there is some pitting and a little bit of flaking on the chrome on the front, but a small demerit for such a cool car. When we get around to the rear, you'll see that the rear bumper is in slightly better condition than the front. As we round the sides of this beauty, you'll see that it sits on Silvertown wide white radials and Pontiac full moon hubcaps. Awesome body side molding. Comes down just behind the door, gets larger and swoops down to the fender skirts and all the way to the rear bumper. What a cool look. Lots of attention to detail, lots of cool styling, typical of these 50s era cars. You don't see things like that anymore today, that's for certain. As we roll around the back, you'll see that nice gleaming rear bumper that I talked about earlier. And much like the front, a red, white, and blue Pontiac emblem, and the same type of treatment on the trunk lid that we saw on the hood of the car. Now, we'll hop into the trunk and take a peek. Inside the trunk, plain and simple, it is a walled off trunk, so it looks a little more presentable. Got an old bias-ply spare, a factory style jack, and this is originally a California car, and we've got a couple of California plates hanging out in the back with it. Here is what we believe to be the original matting from 1954, still in the car. Though the paint is driver quality, it does show reasonably well. And the car is nice and straight down the sides. Nice clear window glass. Let's take a second now and look underneath this big, beautiful hood. Up front here we have what we believe to be the original 4.4 liter 268 cubic inch inline 8-cylinder engine. Factory rated at 127 horsepower. Not exactly fast by today's standards, but more than adequate for its time. 2-barrel carburetor flanking it. And over to the right here, you'll see a Optima battery. And from its shape and size, you can tell this is still a 6-volt system on this car. We do have a trickle charger that hooks up to that 6-volt battery so that you never have to jump it. You can just put it on the trickle charger when you park it in your garage and it'll be ready to go for your next cruise. Taking a look inside the car, a beautiful two-tone gray interior. Really well done interior here. Lots of time and effort and money has been spent on this, you can tell. Beautiful door cards in excellent condition. Very, very nice. And a perfect match for the material on the seats. The seats have no tears, no stains, no rips. They are in excellent condition, very comfortable. Back seat, very nice. Looks as if it's never been sat in. On the rear package tray behind that seat are a couple of Pioneer speakers for the stereo system. And up above, a nice, tight, well-placed headliner. As we move inside the car, you'll see that it does have its original dash, painted gray to match the rest of the interior, with all of that vintage cool look to it. You'll see here that it's got the old gauge cluster in it, and all of those gauges do in fact work. You'll see your air controls for the heat. Beneath it, an AM radio, which has had the innards reworked so that it is now an AM FM radio that sounds really good. Plays through 4 Pioneer speakers, 2 on the back package tray I mentioned before, and 1 on either side on the kick panels up front. A quick note about this car, it has a Dual Range Hydra-Matic automatic transmission. So it's a 4-speed transmission, and as you'll see on the indicator, it has reverse, low, and then drive flanked by 2 different arrows. The arrow to the right is for city driving. It will stop at 3rd gear and hold the car in 3rd gear. It won't allow it to go to 4th. So you can use the car to decelerate, and it'll provide greater acceleration driving around in 3rd gear in the city. Once you get out to the country or on the highway, you move it over to the higher drive arrow, and it will kick into 4th gear for better fuel economy and a quieter ride. A transmission really ahead of its time. Awesome original steering wheel. Again, adorned with Chief Pontiac. And the horn does still work. We'll slip the key in the ignition now and give this beautiful car a start. Fires up like a champ. It is unfortunate the original radio or the original clock does not work anymore, but just as a piece of ornamentation, wow. Wow. Nothing beats the style of a 50s car. We'll top out and give a listen to the engine running. Nice quiet purr coming from the inline 8. And back to the rear of the car. Just a very delicate rumble. We here at Cruisin Classics are happy to take your call, answer any questions you may have about this 1954 Chieftain. Our number here in Columbus is 614-276-7355. We're able to help you with transportation. We can get this set up for you to get this car delivered right to your door in an enclosed trailer. We can also help you with financing. We have a couple of companies that we work hand in hand with for many years that specialize in loans on these kind of classic cars. Give us a call or come on down today. We'd love to talk to you about this 1954 Pontiac Chieftain. Thanks again for watching. We'll be back and see you soon.